Welcome back inside the coach room for another day of video breakdowns. We're going to head to Montreal for Game 3. One of the problems the Buffalo Sabres had, this isn't just about goals. This is about defending. This is about awareness. This is about watching the puck and being aware of what's happening behind you. Look at the Montreal Canadiens, and this is all about their net front presence in Game 3. All alone in front of the net. Well, why? Because everybody chases the puck. And you look at Tage Thompson, who was right here. He was right in front of the net. He's got to stay there. Somebody's got to stay in front of the net. Samuelson's got to stay there. Thompson's got to stay there. But when you get puck watching like this, you're ending up with opportunities like this. And it's not just opportunities like this. This is Suzuki. This is one of their best players all alone in front of the net. That's just not being ready to play. And it went on and on for this Buffalo Sabres team. Again, here's a turnover in the defensive zone. Bounce off pads. I understand that it's going to happen, that you're going to get these kind of turnovers. But again, it's your ability to recognize and feel danger and get to the front of the net. You got to beat your check off the wall. You've got to defend the front of the net. Again, they don't. And again, another great opportunity. And this time it's Cole Caufield in front of the net. Not once or twice. It keeps going. Their ability to chase the puck. All four Buffalo Sabres are turning that direction on the way up the ice. So by now, they're all within the dot to the wall. There's nobody covering the middle of the ice. So when the puck gets delivered, look at all this open ice for Lane Hutson. So now the defenseman's got to make a choice. You've got to go to Lane Hutson. You can't give him all this room, so you got to play the 2-on-1. When you do that again, it's another great opportunity again for one of Montreal's top players. And it just went on and on. First period, 4-on-4. Player gets hidden and sneaks in behind the back of the net. Well, somebody's got to take him. Somebody's got to be aware that there's a player behind the net. You've got to keep your head on a swivel between Samuelson and Power. Somebody's got to know he's there because you can't give up opportunities like this at the front of net. Again, the Buffalo Sabres just did not sense danger in Game 3. And we're going to see on this dumped puck. Now, one of the things I will say on this one, and we talk about the officiating, right now, as Timmins goes back for this puck, he's calling icing. He thinks this play icing. Unfortunately for him, the linesman says, no, it's not. Not quite sure why it's not, because clearly Timmins wins the race to this puck. I don't know if it's because the goaltender committed himself to go play this puck. I don't know. I'm not going to ask the linesman. There's no icing. Play on. So as this puck gets behind the net, Lions got to make a better play. And you're going to see, again, the sense of urgency for the Buffalo Sabres. And they just don't sense danger. And again, so they go the wrong way. And again, that leaves players all alone in front of the net with a scoring opportunity. They just don't sense danger. So here's the Montreal Canadiens again. Puck gets up in the air. Everybody loses it for a second. I get it. It gets lost in the glass. Finally comes down. Timmins has the puck. Timmins just got to put this puck along the wall. Just get the puck moving. You got Quinn coming up the wall. He's got to move the puck, but he puts it to his backhand and he tries to go the other direction. Unfortunately for him, it gets mixed up in Demidov and Newhook putting pressure on the puck, and there's now a turnover. Well, again, Buffalo Sabres and their inability to sense danger. There's nobody in front of the net. There's a 50-50 puck behind the net to begin with. They vacate the front of the net. Evans goes up on this puck, and again, another chance from the slot, all by himself. Lyon attacks this puck, so he's sliding away out. Bo Byram has no choice but to leave Newhook to go to Evans. He has to, because it's a 2-on-1. Lyon can't control this. It goes right from Evans to Newhook. Timmins, not sure what he's doing. One thing a coach doesn't want to see is a player being straight-legged. And right now, again, it goes back to sensing danger for the Buffalo Sabres. Connor Timmins standing still behind the net. Nothing's going to happen behind the net. Connor Timmins has to get to the front of the net to help defend. Has to. He doesn't. Puck comes right to Newhook, and it's going to get worse for Timmins. Because as the puck gets by him, and you're going to see this in slow motion, as the puck comes from Newhook, this puck's going wide. Connor Timmins tips this one in after the puck passes Lyon. Lyon had the whole net covered. He had his foot covering to the post, but the puck's outside the post, off Timmins, and in the net. And again, the Buffalo's inability to defend. This one's on the power play. This won't take long. After several chances by Cole Caufield, you're going to see Lane Hutson. He beats Greenway. And I know there's a debate about should you go get a stick on the penalty kill. It's the second period. The line changes so far. It is so far for Greenway to go. He can't skate all the way to the bench and come. He can't. I'm sorry, he can't. If it's a first or third, maybe you can grab a stick, but you can't grab one here. So Greenway, you got to play tight. You got to make your body big, and you got to be physical and try to get your body in between the player and the net. Greenway He goes all in, and he goes past Hudson. Hudson makes a great play, but now all the Buffalo Sabres have to make decisions. Who are the most dangerous players on the ice? And you can see the player they left open is Caufield. And so as Hudson makes the no-look pass to Caufield, Lyon has already committed to Hudson because he has to, because he's walking in that close. This is a tap-in for Caufield, and he needed this goal desperately after no goals in 6. After his 51-goal season, he's able to put this one in. But again, we're going to see Greenway slide by. You're going to see Hudson make the no-look pass, and Caufield puts this one in. That's an easy one for Caufield. That's 2-1 Montreal. This one starts in on a forecheck, and I want you to go to the bench. Why is a line change important? Well, it's going to show up here in just a second. So as this puck goes in, you're going to see the race between Tage Thompson and the Montreal forward. But here's where things break down. The puck comes up the wall, and thing looks great for the Buffalo Sabres. But the problem is they're making a line change in behind the play. That's okay if you can maintain offensive zone pressure for the Buffalo Sabres. Logan Stanley, the puck rolls off his stick. He's got two guys going this way. I know it's getting through two sticks, and he's just got to put the puck on the stick of Krebs. You got to put the puck on the stick. And if you can't, and if you feel like this pass and there's too much pressure, then get the puck in deep. But he doesn't. He puts it too far in front of Krebs, and now you've got 4 Buffalo Sabres heading to the offensive zone. And unfortunately, as the puck comes back up the ice, Tage Thompson, who is your last line of defense, who is the first guy back on this play, has now joined the rush. He is at the red line, and that is bad because Montreal has finally completed their change. Veleno is coming up on the puck. He's going to win this race. Watch Dahlin. I got to give Dahlin some credit here. He gets on his horse, and he gets back in his play. Why is that important? Because look at the other 2 players for the Buffalo Sabres, Alex Tuch and Tage Thompson. We talked about sensing danger. Bolduc's right here. There's the goal scorer. Tuch, Thompson, both ahead. If they put in the speed and put in the work boots like Dahlin does here to get back into the zone, then this goal doesn't happen. Dahlin, look at it. He keeps his head down, feet moving. He's back in the play. He's back in the play and able to break this play up. You know who didn't do that? It's 2-on-2 down low. Unfortunately for Buffalo, Tuch, Thompson didn't sense danger. Montreal's on their horses. Montreal wins the foot races. Montreal was quicker. Montreal played on their toes. Veleno gets this puck to Bolduc, who's driving the front of the net. Bolduc puts this in past line underneath his arm, and it's 3-1 Montreal. It's 3-1 Montreal. Halfway through the second period, we're going to go by the power play. We won't spend much time on this, but when you're looking at the penalty kill, when you see this, when you see 2 players going to one, especially when there's this much movement from the Montreal Canadiens, and they make the puck do all of the work for them. It's a good power play, moving the puck, moving people, and you see these double-ups. And right now, these 2 are doing the exact same job. And I know he's trying to get underneath to get that one-timer. But when you have 2 guys on one, again, you're going to be 2-on-1 on a penalty kill anyway, but you got to fill holes. Connor Timmins thinks right now the most dangerous player is Demidov. He's loaded up for a one-timer off of the right circle. Timmins leaves the front of the net. That leaves Slafkovsky all alone in front of the net. Hudson delivers the puck to Slafkovsky. He desperately needed a goal. Hasn't had one since the first game of round 1. But watch what he does here. As the puck is getting delivered and on the net, he gets a stick on it. Great job. But it hits him in the leg. High up on the leg. If this gets through from here, Lyon's there. Lyon makes the save, but it hits off of his leg, high off of the knee, and goes the other way. He tips it twice. So Slafkovsky is able to get on the board, and now it's 4-2. And this is an opportunity for Buffalo to still be in this game. 11 minutes, deliver the puck to the net. It goes off of the goaltender, and now it's a race. And it's again happened to Buffalo Sabres. 4 players down low, and this is an odd man rush going back the other way. So as the puck comes up through the red line, this is a 2-on-1. Tuch's coming back through the middle of the ice hard. And now you've got a one-on-one with a back checker. Deneau delivers this puck to Texier. Great play, great pass. Texier puts this one wide, off of the post, rings the post. This is how a game of inches, off the post, off of the back wall, and now it's awareness again. It's awareness for the Buffalo Sabres, and I know Krebs sees the puck under Lyon. I know he's thinking there's going to be a play at the net, but you have to be aware. Krebs' job right now as the last guy back into the zone is to get the trailer, to get the next wave of player, to get the next guy coming in the zone, and that's Dach. He doesn't. Unfortunately, Lyon can't get control of this puck. Dach sees it right between the legs of Lyon. He's able to pull this out and put this one in, and it's 5-2. They go on to get an empty net goal for the Montreal Canadiens, And I tell you what, winning this one 6-2 at home in front of the Bell Center crowd, they were fast. They won the puck races. They won the battles along the wall. They were better defensively. And for the Buffalo Sabres, like, it's going to be easier to correct. Just defend the front of the net. Make that your priority. Defend the front of the net. Sense danger. Offense will come, but you have to have good defense first. Buffalo Sabres have to defend better in Game 4, or this is going to be a quick series. They're going to have to defend better, especially against a quick Montreal Canadiens team. Everything went right for Montreal. Series is far from over. Like, there's a lot of hockey left, but Buffalo's got to defend better, and Montreal just needs more of the same. Win those races to the puck, get pucks to the net, and show your team speed. Well, it's time to go to Anaheim for Game 4. Vegas leads this one 2-1. We're going to take a look at a couple of these goals really quick. We're going to see this on the penalty kill. Vegas is very aggressive. One of the things when they're aggressive on the penalty kill like that, you leave areas of the ice open. And that leaves Cutter Gauthier open in the middle of the ice on the power play. Killorn's able to deliver him this puck. He gets this puck on net. But what Anaheim has done so well in this game is puck recoveries off of the power play. They take the shot, and then they get the puck back. They recover the puck as Killorn is ready to dish the puck back to the point to Sennecke. I want you to look at the front of the net. And Lacombe's big body in front of the net forces Hart to look around to his left, to the inside, towards the board side. So he doesn't recognize that Sennecke is loaded up for a one-timer. He doesn't see it. He thinks this is a pass to the point. So as the puck comes back to Sennecke, he lets it go. It's a one-timer. He lets it go quick. And when you look at Hart in front of the net, he was not anticipating the one-timer. He wasn't ready for this play to happen so quickly. He's still standing up. And by the time he drops down into his butterfly, this puck is by him. Anaheim's up 1-0. I'm going to get another power play goal. This one's going to be quick. And you want to see this play on a power play, how bouncing puck makes a difference. Cutter Gauthier can't get this puck. Hanifin can't get this puck. It just comes right to Killorn, and Killorn drives the net on Hart. And Hart's got him. He's got the near side post. He's in my favorite reverse VH. Anderson's covering it, so he can't come. Anderson's here, so Killorn can't drive the middle. This can't go in. Killorn's on a super tight angle off of the right inside arm of Hart and bounces into the net. Let's rewind a little bit. Let's look at Anaheim's second goal, 5-on-5. This one's on a forecheck. Hanifin goes back to get the puck for the Vegas Golden Knights and spins it hard. And if this connects, if they're able to handle this on the wall, Anderson is on the wall. If he can control this, they have just beaten 2 forecheckers, and they're out. Anderson can't corral this puck. It's bouncing. He can't get it on a stick. It goes by him. Now it's a puck race between Dowd and VL. VL wins this race because Dowd's momentum is carrying him towards the goal line. VL checks his shoulder. And Marner, who thinks the play is still coming up the wall on Anderson and looking for a breakout play, he does not have his head on a swivel, and he doesn't pick up Mikael Granlund on the inside. Granlund's able to get this puck from VL. He beats Marner to the puck. Granlund drives the net. He shoots this. Smith gets his stick involved, but Granlund's able to put this one past Hart. But when you look at the the replay from behind, look how close this is and how difficult this is for Hart to pick up. As the stick comes in, that changes the backswing for Granlund. Granlund's trying to lift the puck up, but because the stick bounces off his stick, the puck's going to stay low. That's a problem for the goaltender. He can't pick this up. Well, if that's once, here's twice. Off the inside heel of the defenseman. So now the puck changes again. And now, just like a shortstop in baseball, the puck is spinning. It takes a big bounce right in front of the goaltender. Hart's still planning on this puck being on the ice, and he's going to be able to seal the lower level of ice. He's got his pads down, his stick down. He's got the lower level covered, but the bounce up and over again between the blocker and his body for another goal for the Anaheim Ducks. Well, let's go to 3-2. Let's go to the third period. And again, Gauthier is cutting in. Shot. Misses the net. Now, this is where I talked about the speed of the Anaheim Ducks and their ability to recover pucks. McTavish, first on the puck. They get the puck, but this is fine right now. Vegas has got the interior covered. They're fine. They've got the front of the net covered. They're in good defensive position, but the Ducks keep going. Goes low to high, back to the partner. Now it's Zellweger's turn to deliver the puck to the net. There's screens. There's traffic all the way through. There's some friendly fire in front of the goaltender. This gets through, bounces off bodies, and again, Anaheim Ducks and their quickness and their speed get puck recovery. They win the loose pucks, and that's the difference. Those are the plays that make the plays in this goal. Cutter Gauthier puts this to the weak side deed to Moore. Moore loads up, lets this one go a little bit of a screen, and he's able to put this puck in past Hart. And again, we talk about inches make a difference. This puck is on edge, hard for Hart to pick this up. It's bouncing around, and again, friendly fire. Defenseman crosses in front of his own goaltender as the shot is coming. Hart can't pick this up on the other side, and another one between his blocker and his body. The Anaheim Ducks go on to win this game 4-3, even the series. And again, it's about skill and young speed versus experience and guys that can play a little more physical in the Vegas Golden Knights. This time, the young speed won. Who knows what's going to happen in Game 5? This series is very evenly matched, and it's been up and down since the original puck drop in Game 1. But I'll be here either way inside the coaching room breaking down all of these videos until the Stanley Cup is awarded. I thank you so much for taking the time to watch these videos and learn a little bit more about the plays that make the play in one of the fastest games on earth. I'm Petey, and we'll see you at the rink.